Like any long and difficult challenge, it sometimes feels like it's never going to end. But of course, the 10 and 6 day race is now just about a couple hours away from finishing. Each runner has accumulated, I hope, as many miles as they dreamed they could do, and maybe even more. Self-transcendence is something that's hard to measure, and yet for each of us, it's a goal of perfection and transcendence that you're never too old to try and go out there and get a little more and achieve a little more in your life. Thank you for being part of this marathon of videos, and hopefully we'll see you again next year. Thank you. Very good. Honey, good morning.
Вітаємо вас.
Are you happy to be here? You look it.
Про что рассказать?
Ты счастлив здесь
О,
быть? Ты
супер!
выглядишь счастливым.
Так, а и так и есть.
Yes.
Я счастливый.
Yes,
Okay.
it is
Yes.
exactly so. I'm happy.
Так.
Why are you happy? It's so hard.
Почему вы так счастливы? Тут же так тяжело.
Я вам скажу, я отдохнул у вас 10 дней. Переведи.
I'll tell you, I rested here for 10 days.
Rested.
Так, окей.
Отдохнул?
Так.
Yes, yes.
Most people would feel that this was torture for 10 days. Why is it rest for you?
Многие люди подумают, что это...
Шутка.
Что, типа, они издеваются над собой здесь 10 дней.
Нет,
А почему
нет.
для вас это отдых?
Отдых, природа,
Nature.
люди
People.
цудовные, хорошие.
People, amazing
Вот.
people, good people.
Ну, я не знаю, атмосфера духовная. Вот.
Atmosphere is spiritual.
Okay.
Ray, explain what spirituality means for you.
Леонид, объясните, что значит духовность для вас?
Духовность в беге на 6-е сутки, на 5-е появляется такое чувство полета.
In the run on the 5th or 6th day, you begin to feel a feeling of flight.
И вот эта вот сила, я не знаю, духовная, физическая, она несет как-то вперед. Вот скажи.
And this strength, spiritual or physical, it just carries you forward.
Вот. И скажите, я финишировать буду еще через час. Вот пусть посмотрит, какая будет у меня скорость.
And also, I'm going to be finishing in an hour. Please take a look at my speed.
Okay?
Buddy, thank you.
Okay? Okay.
Thank you, Laila.
Yeah, I am. I've had real foot care problems on this race, and I don't normally finish a multi-day feeling pain on every foot strike. This is something a bit foreign to me and not entirely a welcome development in my world. So I need to learn to manage that.
All in all, big picture was Annabel had a...
Oh, did I have? I've had a volatile race, I guess is how you characterise it. I'm used to having yes, there are highs and lows, but I'm used to having fairly steady races, even splits, pretty solid mood throughout, no feelings of true despondency. Yesterday was the roughest, it was just the roughest day I've had on a multi-day, and I've done so many of these events. It just, everything felt, every single step felt like it was difficult. It was, the bottom of my feet were hurting. I just couldn't seem to get them dry, and it was weighing on me mentally. Nothing around me could lift me out of that. It took me till 10 o'clock last night before I sort of hauled out of it.
So for Annabel, what about the final couple hours? Or are you just going to keep banging away?
Yeah, I'm just kind of cruising, trying to have a bit of a chat to a few of the other runners. I'm really enjoying watching the 10-day runners. That's been something I didn't expect, how interesting that would be to watch, because I have my strategy for approaching a 6-day. I'm interested in doing a longer event, a 10-day or 1,000k sometime in the next year or two. I thought I would extrapolate my strategy just for 4 more days, but watching these guys has made me think I might need actually quite a radically different approach, and that surprised me.
Annabel, thank you.
Thanks for that.
But I think it's official. You're actually shaped like a pretzel now.
Yeah.
You've got more directions than.
Yeah. It hasn't been my best race here. But
So, you came off of last year when you come back from surgery.
yeah,
And now you're basically healthy,
yeah, I was in much better shape this year coming in.
but you stuck through it when you nearly had good reason to back out, but you did. How come?
Well, there's always hope anyway. There's still a slight possibility I could hit 400. But even after all this, but even I do or don't, gotta see it through to the end.
Thank you, John.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You look very focused. You're trying to break your record.
I don't know, I just feel that I have to go on and not to stop. I have to do my best.
Until 12 o'clock comes, just keep going. It's been a good experience.
Yes. Great.
Thank you. Joe, it's all over, is it?
It's almost over. We got a couple more hours.
Are you going to go back on the course and do some more miles?
I'm gonna do a few more. I gotta protect. Tanaka's still, I think it's like 7 miles behind me, so I can't let my guard down too much.
There's never ever really an opportunity to give it up or to lay back in one of these things, and you feel you have to push all the time, right?
Absolutely, yes. I mean, you just gotta make sure you're doing the right thing. You know, I didn't want to. I hit 400 relatively earlier on yesterday, and one thing I was concerned about is my left ankle and just tendonitis. But your medical staff did a absolutely phenomenal job. Not only with that, but I had really bad chafing, and they were able to treat it and put me back on the course. And I actually ran better yesterday or day 6 than I did day 1, even though the miles might have been less. But I had some solid. I think it's the weight coming off. That
So
helped.
Todd, I mean, you had a mixed bag of goals. You're happy you came. Good experience overall.
Absolutely phenomenal experience. I mean, I'd like to come back and as far as goals, I'm using this as for this year. Using it as a stepping stone for the 6 day that I'm hosting in Milwaukee indoors in August. I'm very happy with there's some very positive takeaways. I'm leaving the race feeling like I still have another solid effort in me. So, I'm 53 years old. I need to capitalize now.
Joe, thanks very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
You said you had 10 more laps to go. What's your goal?
300 miles.
300 miles? How come 300 miles?
It's stated in a book that you have to do 150 miles for 3 days. So I tried that. And I think, it's possible. And then Dipali told me that Guru likes people to try 50 miles a day.
So this gives you something to focus on, to
Yeah.
be disciplined about.
Yeah, and try something new and try to push myself a little bit harder.
Durba, does this compare to when you were here last time? The same experience all over again, or something different?
Oh no, totally different.
Why?
Well, because I didn't know what to expect, and my first goal last time was just to last the 7 days. But this time, I have a goal, and I have to push myself. So I have a whole lot of experience that I never had before.
Did you stay cheerful the entire time?
Not always. But my friends help me.
Durba, thank you.
Thank you.
Todd, how do you feel?
I feel good.
You ready to go home to Albany, or you?
I'm ready to go home to bed, wherever that would be.
What happened the last 24 hours, Todd? Were you pushing it extra hard, or?
I went from thinking I wasn't going to be able to get out of the truck because my legs were so sore, to now thinking I can probably hit my goal. So I don't know. It's crazy. The mind and the body, how it works. You can be at the very bottom, and then you can be at the top an hour or two later. So
it sounds like a very valuable lesson that your body, your mind, and your heart are all kind of working at a different angle, maybe.
Well, when you've done this at least once previous, then I didn't panic so much when I was at this point where I just didn't want to go on because my legs were so sore, and I thought, I can't go on, I'm done. So then I thought, if I can just get out of the truck and start walking, and then, you know, it's like the Tin Man, you put a little oil in there and it will start to work again. So,
well, Todd, when you came, I mentioned it being the yellow brick road. You haven't quite got to Oz. Is there anything you want to have happen to you in the next 3 hours thereabouts?
I want to be to Oz in about 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Todd, thank you. Good morning, Arun.
Good morning, McCauley.
You're not taking it easy. You're going hard all the way till 12 o'clock. How come?
Now I'm seeing the finishing line, and I also hoping for transcending my own personal best, that's Indian national record, 469 miles. I'm surely getting that, so I'm putting every step again and again and again until I will reach the goal.
Arun, thank you.
Thank you.
Got some bad news. In a couple hours, you're going to have to stop, all of you.
Oh no, really? Such a bad news. I can't believe it.
Petra, do you feel like you joined the big kids by doing the 10-day race this year? We were doing the 6-day race before. Do you feel it's like you're in another
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say that a club, but it definitely was a different experience, longer, but it was fulfilling in all sorts of ways.
Was it as fulfilling as last year, or was it just different kind of fulfilling?
Different, I would say, yeah, different kind of fulfilling, but having Kanye was just so wonderful. We were such a good team and so much joy. So yeah, it was different, but it was really wonderful.
Last year, this time when you were doing the final day, you were pushing so hard. It was so very tough for you. It looks like you can relax this year. How come?
No, you didn't know what happened last night.
Sorry, you weren't here.
Yeah, it was basically McCauley, myself, and Durba were running all night with like half-an-hour breaks and like 4 hours, dying. But so it was pushing as well. But
so everybody pushes everybody else to try and get the very, very best.
I think so. That's the thing. Like it's about self-transcendence. So it wasn't. I wasn't focusing on McCauley or anybody else. I was actually trying to target 700 laps, and it gave me a lot of joy to reach 700 laps, and then I reached it, and I set another goal, and so yeah. But definitely, when you see people running, it gives you joy. It makes you want to run more because you see like other people also striving and giving their absolute best.
Petra, thank you so much.
Thank you, Phil.
Ashadeep, Penny, thank you. Next year, everybody.